How's it going, guys? Cheese here at Cheese on Everything. It is nighttime out, as you can see. We're at the bottom end of Lake Simcoe right now. This is Willow Beach. Gonna be sleeping in the hut on the lake overnight, and this is my first time doing it, so let's see how it goes. I got a new setup going, and I'll show you guys when we head out onto the lake. Not even sure if you guys can see this, but it looks like I'm walking out into an abyss right now, because there's nobody out here. Pretty crazy. At least the ground's not too hard to walk on. It's going to be a little difficult to find a spot, but I'm going to use my GPS to guide me there. Guess no one's spending the evening out here today, but I'm going to be walking out pretty far tonight and setting up camp. Alright, looks like someone already dug this out. Alright, so we just got all settled in here, drilled the hole. We got our living room here with the little table and the chair. And then over here we got our cot with the sleeping bag. This is the North Face Dolomite. It's the -7 bag. And then got my tack over here. And over here we got our buddy heater with the wood burning stove fan. Doesn't require any batteries, it just runs off heat. And over here is the 3D printed fishing rod holder. Printed this yesterday. It's pretty sweet. And you just put a bolt through it and it looks absolutely amazing. And it's got a clamp that just clamps down. I drilled one of those pegs, Wise fishing hut pegs, down into the floor here. And it's holding the fishing rod perfectly. And over here we got our little UV light. It's a little upgrade for fishing at night. Mats are keeping us nice and insulated. It's pretty cold. You can see like my foot is actually mitigating some heat. See the smoke coming off my feet. Nice that this heater is keeping us nice and warm. So it's about 10:30, and right now the outside temperature is -13. And it feels like -18. It's not too cold in here right now with my winter jacket on. I'd say it's about probably 12 to 15 degrees. I did bring 3 cans of propane, so I hope that's gonna last all night. I think it will, because usually one of those tanks lasts like 5-6 hours. On Monday, so tomorrow, I'm gonna leave around 4 p.m. and I'm gonna head out to Collingwood, Blue Mountain, and we're gonna be doing some snowboarding. I also brought the RV, so I'm gonna be sleeping here one night and one night in the RV. So that's gonna be pretty cool. I ate already on the way up, had some Timmy's, and all the food I have here is a can of soup and a bag of chips. Lay's barbecue, of course, my favorite. And yeah, we're just gonna hunker down for the night. Don't think there's gonna be any fish tonight. Maybe there might be, but we're gonna be focusing mainly tomorrow because we got all day tomorrow to fish. So I'm gonna wake up nice and early, probably around 6 a.m. and we'll see if I can catch anything then. Alright guys, 6 a.m. right now. Oh man, that's bright. Needless to say, I didn't have very good sleep between the ice cracking and me being out here alone. And I didn't have the heater on because I didn't know if there was enough air. It's never good to leave the buddy heater running when you're sleeping because it does burn oxygen. So I was turning it on and off all night, and so I was having to wake up every couple hours. As you can tell from my breath, it's pretty cold. I got a bit of gas left in both these canisters because I did pull them a little bit early last night so I can get a fresh tank before I sleep. You can already see that there's a lot of snowmobiles and tents out there, so a lot of people are coming out already. But let's hope we catch something. The sun's finally coming up. You can hear 1 or 2 of the many snowmobiles up here. There has been a lot of snowmobiles and traffic coming around, and there's a lot of tents outside now, as there always is with Simcoe. That's always the problem here. Too close to Toronto and there's a lot of people. But So far it's haven't had any bites. I'm gonna open up the MTB slam once I get a little bit more light here. It's 7:30, almost 8 o'clock now. Gonna make some breakfast. It's gonna be chicken noodle soup this morning. Let's get this show on the road. Alright, so I just packed up the sleeping quarters, make more room in here, and it's actually so warm that the sun's melting all the water. You can hear it and see it come off. Look how wet my tent is right now from all the condensation. This wall's completely dry already from the sun, and so is the roof. The only problem is it's causing a bit of a waterfall in here, so everything's getting a little bit wet. And like I said before, I didn't get too good of a sleep, but at least the mat was really comfortable, and so was the cot. Highly recommend the Alps Mountaineering cot. It's good for keeping yourself off the floor since it's all ice and it's cold. I had 4 layers of insulation last night. I had these exercise mats covering the floor. I had the cot lifting me up off the ice, and I had the sleeping pad and a sleeping bag. Actually, I had 5 layers. I also had an inner sheet inside my bag, and I was wearing my jacket. So I was really warm inside the bag last night, even without the heater, and only with a -7 bag. I did just order a -40 bag off of Amazon. It's a -40 degrees Celsius bag, so that's going to be definitely warm. But so far, still no bites on the fish front. I just heard some guy caught a fish over there. You probably heard in the background, he's screaming and yelling. Usually that's how you know when somebody's caught a fish. Alright, let's check out the mystery tackle box. I took a sneak peek and it looks really good actually. So I'm not sponsored or anything, I just like their stuff because you get a lot of baits that we can't get here in Canada. Right, first up we got a origami blade. Oh, this is a really cool looking spoon. It's got a little pattern over here. It's not straight, it's hard to tell on the camera, but it is a bent spoon, so I guess when it drops it'll kind of spiral down. It's got a little lip on the back side. It's really nice. So next up we got the Tilly with a little fin on the back. Also has a rattle inside. Got some fishing line, 5 pound, a little light, but that's okay. And check this out, this is a really nice tantrum. Looks like a perch. Got a bit of a purple, yellow and white with a yellow belly. Almost look like a lipless crank and a walleye bait combined. Pretty nice. And the other one, ooh, this one's really nice. This one's the Z Viber, 1 inch, 1/16 ounce. This also looks like a perch, which should match the forage here pretty well. Like Simcoe's full of perch. Weighted. Got a little rattle. The other 2 here are soft baits. This is from 1-3 Fishing, same brand as one of my rods, and looks like a little rocket bait. It's soft. I'm gonna try this out later on. But what I'm more interested in is this frostbite. Looks like a little bug. It's dragonfly. It's 0.8 inch plastic. I'm gonna throw this on right now actually. I think this is gonna work. And last but not least we got a little jig head. Glow in the dark. It's the Widowmaker tungsten head. Size 12 tungsten head. This should go really well with these little bugs here. Just toss it on the back. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna toss one of these onto the dragonfly over here from Frostbite and try it out because couldn't buy any minnows last night coming up here, and we do have some action on the fish finder. So I got the little dragonfly set up. Looks pretty cool. Got a head and 4 legs. We do have some action down there right now. Little small mark, but let's drop it down there and see if we can catch anything. So I'm finally getting some bites. I think this fish is toying with me though. It's just giving me a little nibble and then it just goes away and then it comes back. It's staying around. You can tell on the fish finder. It's just staying there. And my bait's just on top there. That line is my bait and all that green stuff's the fish. So it's about noon now and I've tried every single bait in the box and also some of my own, but nothing seems to work today. So I think what I'm going to do is pack up a little early and head out to Blue. The wind is starting to pick up, so I really don't want to pack up this tent when it's really windy. And it is supposed to snow later on today. That is good for snowboarding, which is what we're doing next, but not so good for walking back to the car and packing this tent up. So we're going to pack up right now and also do some grocery shopping because I don't have any more food. Well, I have a little bit of food in the RV, but not enough. And also need some new propane. I'm gonna buy another 20-pound tank and refill all of my small ones, and also use the big tank for heat at night because we are staying in the RV for tonight. Gotta find a spot at Blue Mountain as well. I'm thinking maybe we could stay at the top so that we get first runs before the lifts even start. And then I think my buddies are coming up really early, like 7 a.m. so they should be there for 9 o'clock open. So let's pack everything up and head out. Alright, just packed everything up and we're at Walmart right now. Gonna buy some groceries for lunch, dinner, breakfast tomorrow, and maybe lunch as well. Gonna be meeting up with my buddy Dre and Mike, and we're gonna be doing some snowboarding at Blue Mountain for the first time. Alright, groceries done. Off the Blue Mountain. So I know I just went to the grocery store to buy some food, but I forgot about lunch. So I just passed by Firehouse Subs, and if you never tried that before, it is bomb. I just ordered the meatball sub. Look at that. Gonna treat myself to a nice lunch and continue heading up to Blue. So good. Alright, before we go and before the sun goes down, let's change the propane tank. I just got one from Petro-Canada, and I just found out that Essos don't sell the propane can. They only do exchanges, which is really weird. Only Petro-Can sells them and exchanges them. So if any of you need these 20-pound tanks, that is information you might need to know.